Hello and welcome to Bio 155 Nutrition for Spring 2026. I am Sharon Clark. I am your instructor for this course for this semester. So, welcome. Wanted to briefly go over some of the logistics of where you find items here on the course Blackboard page. So, starting at the top, make sure you are in the right course, Bio 155. Here under announcements, I will periodically, at least once a week, post announcements where if anything has changed or any updates or reminders. The main place I want you to start would be right here under course information. This is where you would see my email and be able to communicate with me. You see that I am a registered dietitian, nutritionist, so this is the perfect course that I love to teach and dive into. So bring your questions on, I welcome them. You also see here under the course information tab where you will have the syllabus. And I highly recommend that you spend quite a few minutes looking at this and making sure you understand the requirements for the course. As far as the textbook goes, it is an online textbook through the McGraw-Hill Connect software. And if you would like to purchase a hard copy textbook, that is a possibility through the online website. So you can dive into that if you would like, but pretty much everything you need is online. You will need a computer, obviously, and preferably a laptop and not a Chromebook or your cell phone. The proctored exams that are required through the Use Your Verity software proctoring program does work a whole lot better on a laptop. So, and we'll dive into that a little bit later. You see the course description here, the learning outcomes. Your grade is a mixture of the online assignments through the McGraw-Hill Connect program, chapter quizzes, a few case studies, a couple of discussion boards, not many, class assignments. There are four main unit exams that encompass, I think, three chapters each, and then, of course, your final exam. And at the end of this semester, there's also what's called a nutrition project that is at least a week in length for you to collect data on your nutritional analysis. So, more to come on that. And that will be open sooner than later in the semester. It's not due till the end of the semester, but I highly recommend not waiting until the very last week to get that turned in. You see here the grading scale, which is a 10-point grading scale. You also see here a breakdown of each one of the items that you are responsible for. Since this is an online class, we have 14 weeks together, and you have more than enough time in advance to complete assignments. No late work is accepted. So please make sure you read that. And I do not give extra credit because you have more than enough time to get the work done. So I'm giving you the syllabus ahead of time. I'm giving you the course schedule ahead of time. And as always, please communicate with me. Since this is a 100% online course, communication between you and I is important. I usually do not answer emails on Sundays, but otherwise, I'm pretty quick to respond within 24 hours. You see the attendance here, how attendance is monitored in this online course, how absences are monitored here in this online course, and some other links that may be beneficial to you as far as the attendance policy and withdrawal policy and all of that for the course. Once you have read the syllabus, I recommend or you need to click right here where it says syllabus acknowledgement and confirmation. This is you saying, yes, I have read the syllabus. Okay. So please do that. Once you have done that, then I would highly recommend you print out the course schedule that I have here and make sure that is readily available at all times. You see, I have a week to week breakdown of what is required for the course. This is subject to change based on, I don't know, weather delays or Some chapters we may need more time, some we may be able to breeze through a little quicker, depending on how the class comprehends the material. So that may be subject to change, but pretty much it is there as a good guide. Once you have done those two things, then I recommend that you dive into the USIA setup link right here. This USIA setup link is the online proctoring program that takes the place of Respondus Lockdown Browser, if you are familiar with that from previous courses. This may look a little different for everybody because I already have it downloaded, but there is a user setup guide right here. When you click on the USIA Verity link there in the Blackboard page, you want to do supported browser and browser extension. Click those two things and then just follow the steps. It sounds a little clunky and confusing, but if you just click on this link and make sure you do everything that it tells you to do, and um, if for any reason you have trouble, simply email me and I can send you some more setup links, but it's pretty straightforward. Once you do that, then you're going to click this enrollment verification quiz, excuse me, the proctoring onboarding quiz here. And that simply states that you have downloaded the software and you're actually answering some questions within that lockdown browser software. The next item is to actually get into your McGraw-Hill Connect software. So you see how that is right here at the top of the Learning Modules tab. So when you click on Table of Contents and Preface page, this will link you into the Connect software, aka your online textbook. Okay. So there again, my screen is a little different than yours. But once you get into the program, it'll ask you to register. It'll ask you your birthday. You'll sign in all of your information, and it'll take you directly into the online textbook. I'm going to go ahead and launch mine. Like I said, it looks a little different than yours would, but this is where all of your assignments are going to be listed. Okay, you have smart book assignments, you have quizzes, you have case studies. All of those are listed here. You also have access to the online textbook, which is right here, Nutrition for Healthy Living. And you see where your textbook is listed here. Okay, everything, all your chapters, all your case studies, all of the online digital textbook. All right. And this is really cool. I really do like the online textbook because it is interactive and students like that. And I have found that that is very helpful for students. So launch ebook right there. Okay. So that is your online software. Let me go back here to the learning modules. And we can get back into the first week. Okay. Introduction to the course and getting started. And I know it looks like a lot, but pretty much everything that I have posted or said in the video, read the syllabus, complete the enrollment verification quiz, set up the USIA Verity program, log into your online textbook. It's pretty much all right here. And you also see where I would like for each of you to complete a class discussion assignment. So there are instructions here on how to do that as well. Okay, here's the discussion board post, kind of just to get to know everybody. Here's your enrollment verification quiz, the proctoring quiz I spoke about earlier, and online software. Okay. Once you have completed all of that, once you complete all of that, then your chapter 1 assignments should be opened up. And this is where you can begin to really dive into the meat of the course with chapter one and start exploring your smart book assignments and all of that. With this introductory video, I just mainly wanted to go over the syllabus, the course schedule, and how to set up your um, UJA online proctoring program and diving into the course, diving into your McGraw-Hill Connect program. So please let me know if you have any questions. Once again, Sharon Clark, I look forward to working with each one of you. Thank you.